My father is Sudanese, so it makes me Sudanese, I guess. I don't speak Arabic, like, at all. I can kind of...
speak Arabic?
I don't speak Arabic. I can kind of get by, but not really. And my family and I, every Ramadan, another poem about Ramadan, ironically, every Ramadan, like all the Saturdays of Ramadan, the Sudanese community in Northern Virginia hosts Ramadan iftars. And my family makes a point to go to at least one of them every Ramadan. And I don't know a whole lot of people in that community. I sometimes have a hard time communicating with people, but it's always one of my favorite iftars of the Ramadan season because if you're around people who connect me to a culture I don't really get to experience often. And so I wrote this poem about that experience there, and I just want to close out with that. The smells of Sudan race through the American-built public elementary school we rent out on those Ramadan Saturdays. We sit around, eating good food that reminds so many of home, counting the hours we have left to make this hall sacred. Long lines and mobs of youth crowd the back wall as the call to prayer is heard, the same throaty, crackling sound of the motherland. We gather to pray, standing in the gymnasium that now surges with the spiritual electricity of Ramadan nights. Children dash in between the tables in worn-down jeans and graphic t-shirts that scream phrases from pop culture. Their parents don't understand why they walk and talk the way they do. Nike sneakers scrape the floor as the kids line up for pizza, and the adults grab Sudanese traditional. I watch my mother's face as she struggles to communicate, but in spaces like these, love is enough to make the barriers invisible. We laugh and smile, and sometimes we are yelled at in no particular language, told not to be so noisy, and to clean up the mac and cheese that has fallen behind the vending machine on the floor. Tall boys that have long been men shuffle outside the dinner hall, not sure where to go. Their clothes are not the long white robes of their fathers, nor do their snapbacks have the glory of the high turbans. So they hang back, waiting for an invitation to adulthood. 25 different kinds of juice. 25 shades of black and brown melting together, the perfumes of different neighborhoods and tribes woven together. It is a beautiful meeting of generations at the altar of tradition. Thank you.